Hello, hello, hello. I hope so. Today you can enjoy with my analysis of the match subs against Plebs, what we did on Thursday night. And after it, if you miss it, you can follow it in YouTube channel. Keep in touch in Discord server too, so please don't be disappointed if you missed that analysis. As you see, a little bit lost the time. I still figure out, probably I lost the time to make this table. And actually, I think so I can do this much faster one day. So, the first game is between Strategic and Gyokyo. You can see on my OBS, my stream. And you can see the names and I open the analysis board in chess.com, find the games one by one actually. So here I'll try to make like that maybe. Okay, the board is fine. Let's go to start. Hope so you can enjoy with my analysis. I'll try to be attractive, and also actually the most important thing for the analysis is to study the mistakes. So I will check not only the opening mistakes but also the miscalculations and so on, and endgame technique too. I think we have interesting endgames. Okay, the match, by the way, finished 5-5. I have a one week vacation after it, so this is the last stream for this week. Hello, everyone, how are you doing? And you can be active into the analysis too, if I have some people in the chat. So I go to start with the game one because there are too much, there are about 10 games. I don't wanna make a rush analysis. Okay, so turn on a little bit my sound and I'm ready to start. There we go. Okay. So I go with the first game, Strategic Cognacs against Gyokyo 999. So we lost the game number 1, but I think it was a good game. So here we are. Our sub is with black, so I go to the sub side most of all. Hello, Remarkable, how are you doing? So happy to see you here. E4, knight c6, we can say that something like Chigorin system. D4, E5, I don't know so much about this opening for black, but seems to be a rare opening, what I cannot recommend so much. Hello, Limedero, how are you doing? Good morning, I've just analyzed the games from the subs against Plebs and hope so you can enjoy with that. Okay, E5. Very often they also push D5, what I find out against me with white, but it's his choice. Now I cannot start recommending something completely new for black or starting from move 1, of course not. That's his choice anyway. Thank you so much, Remarkable. Okay, D5. I just lead because make a little I just did a one table for the subs against Plebs, then I deleted for some reason and then cost me time to make a new one. Anyway, I hope I can improve myself in the vacation. Tomorrow I'm gonna be on the Black Sea again, yeah. I really like swimming, I like the beach and so on. It's very nice atmosphere and climate. Most of all the climate, the smell on the sea, and everything is blue in front of you, silence, water, waves time to time. Okay, so let's go. I stopped dreaming for the sea. So next session gonna be 15. I still travel. So next session wanna be with you on 16 knight, then 17 knight, and then regular shadow. So e takes f4. He took. I'm not sure about f4. Actually, f4 looks criminal for white to touch the f pawn. Hello Strawbags, how are you doing? Your game is number 2, so maybe you can wait for the analysis and be active in the chat. F4 I don't like the move, guys, because open up the king, so much better for white is to take such a decision like fast development, or if you'd like to push some pawns in the center, most of all has to be c4 followed by knight c3, solid development. And it could be similar way like King's India, so white can start attacking. Here we go, c5, b4, but of course after castle, knight f3, knight f3 next, bishop e2, kingside castle, followed by push on the queen side. I believe this is the best plan for white. f4 is a little bit strange to me. Probably he captured. The second option for black could be knight g6. Yeah, also good possibility. And now if f5, maybe we can go for that way, because discover the queen. Queen already can go to the familiar tactic after g3. So g3 we just take here. If no g3, again we can capture on e4. If king d2, we can do one more check maybe. Or just knight f6 and capture here. This is gonna be crushing. This is gonna be crushing because next we step on f2 on his neck and we fork him. Okay, this was nice. Coming after knight g6, so maybe knight g6 makes more sense. It's even more aggressive. If they capture, you don't care about this pawn, of course you go to the most aggressive attacking again. So e takes f4, bishop takes f4, knight g6. This seems to be blunder to white, by the way. Really, computer show us that this is terrible move. No, wait, bishop takes f4, knight g6. Now automatic white become worse, but not so much. Okay, not so much. He has to take back the pawn, otherwise problems. Maybe the next move to white could be knight f3, I think so. Knight f3 is also playable. But now the problem of white is you can attack e4. You can keep also f4. So both moves are really good. And now white is having problems with development. And also pawn down, of course. Yeah, now is a good position. Bishop c5, you can try to stop castling. Next, knight f6, d6, castle. Black's plan seems to be easy. So he took knight g6. Okay, now is so equal, slightly better for black. What's the next step? What's the next step? His move was a bishop c5. I think one of the best, because he's going to this diagonal, especially when f2 pawn is missing. We have a huge weakness here, and you have to use the weaknesses, like going there, control the weak squares, occupy them as much as possible. I like my queen, for example, here, if it's working. Pressure here, occupy the weak squares too, much more. Also the queen on g5 could be good placed. He's going to d6, open up the other bishop as fast as possible, and make security for the knight. Because if there is a knight f6, there is a little chance to push e5 in one moment. First d6. Also interesting idea was knight f6 followed by knight g4 jumping, but the queen is here, so definitely we need a d6. First d6. a6, I'm not sure about this move. Seems to be wasting of time. Not developing any minor piece, not going for castle or not even attacking, just space for the bishop, probably prevent knight a4, not he doesn't wish to lose the bishop, but even in that case, white will lose two moves, knight is still in the end of the board, so he has to lose 3 moves to come back, just to attack the bishop, and this bishop could be traded off also for the knight. It's not that big mistake. Let's analyze this variation, what probably he's scared about. I think you can go to this diagonal now to stop the queenside castle. So if still the bishop is under attack, you can also come to f4, eliminate this defender. Also good news. By the way, knight a4 is another great tactic. If you accept the bishop, there is a fork. Well, both players here are having good ratings, like 2-2. Both of them are having 2-2. Hardin, hello, how are you doing? So I cannot say that we should go forward with such a simple exercises, but just to show you that black bishop is not trapped. Black bishop is having also enough space where to go. This is not the only one way. Of course, we can do some intermediate checks before trap or attacking our bishop. Let's say now to capture the bishop, if that's something like fixed idea to capture the bishop, you should open up your queenside part. So pushing up the pawns could be one more weakness of white. Now open up a file actually. So several pluses and too much tempos down now for white to capture just the bishop, to trade off the bishop. So it costs time, and that's why I think so the conclusion of such a move on a6, I will stop to the first 10 moves, by the way, most of all. Why? Because for me they are the most important part of the game. First 10 moves. And if you go to the higher level, probably first 15 moves. If you did a mistake, guys, and the first 10 moves, if you blunder a piece, then it doesn't matter how good you are in the middle game part. If you blunder a piece, again, you can never reach an end game or middle game part. You're gonna be crushed down in the opening part, and the game is over on the higher level. Also, it's the same about wasting of tempo. Wasting of tempo in the opening part, like playing now h6 or a6 or b6 or doesn't matter anything else out of development, like bishop here or knight here and castle, is wasting of tempo, wasting of time. You shouldn't do that, because after it, next step is development advantage for white side. Now knight f6, bishop g4 is the most natural what is in front of me. Cheers with coffee, time to time. So I think black is fine here. Don't blunder, yeah. Try to avoid blundering first 10 moves at least, and also don't go for the wasting of time. Good morning, Cloggies. Maybe we can go to your game. This is the game number 1. I start almost 1 hour later, sorry. Figure out some stuffs. Okay, so queen d2. Yesterday just the internet disappeared, so I'm very happy that I'm gonna have a 1 week vacation where I'm having time to improve my internet. This is game number 1. You can see in the OBS what I'm analyzing now. Strategic against Gyokyu. Okay, so white decide to go to the other side just because this bishop stabbed kingside castle. We go forward, knight g4. You wanna come here to pin the queen. Also, you wanna jump with the knight here, trying to be annoying. King b1, b5. So black push. For white, the other possibility, what could be great, could be rook e1. Stop here. But of course, king b1 is another prophylaxis move too. but still this is under control of black. That's why I like much more rook e1. Okay, black decide to push here, b5, b4, which is actually good plan, just because king is on the other side of the board. 93, Logis, where are you? Oh, you're game 3. Maybe we can cover it before you go to the job. Okay, 93, rook d1. I'm not sure about that maneuver of white, because this is really a great defender, so he could wait. So if b4, or he can try to stop b4 in this way, a3. b4 is still powerful. If they capture, we can generate a good pin now against the knight on c3, bring the rook and so on. But maybe this is the way, this is the way. Stepping here for black is really great, so I like much more here a3. Pay attention to the attacking of the opponent. Will be great deal. Okay, so a3, he didn't go for a3. He goes to 92, very passive move. This is the first passive move of white side actually in the game. I can follow the people who are in the chat first, maybe, because maybe more people are not here. So I can follow also the people in the chat. If you hurry, we can go over first the games. As I see, we have Strovex here, we have Logis, and who else we have? I'm not sure, Limitato, which account is yours in the in the list. So please let me know if you hurry, and if you're in the chat, we can cover first your games. It's okay. I don't follow a specific order. Now I don't see a way why, I don't see a problem why black didn't accept that pawn. Alright, g5 gonna be open, but black is having a great defender. Black is having a space for the knight to come back home. Here, too much options after it. f5 no, but okay, g4, and here such a labyrinth. Also he can go to h4, it's under control of black again. So has to be blue actually, not yellow, this so has to be blue. You're FSDS, okay. Oh, you're in the end of the list, okay. So I'm not sure why black didn't capture the pawn. Actually, rook dg1, now saving up the pawn, it's not that great, because white is having this cover attack, the queen, and queen is under attack, rook is under attack, we can call this double attack. After bishop captures, bishop takes g1, this is very nice for black. And after we capture this bishop, we just take the other one. There we go. So he's going to rook c1. I'm not sure why black didn't choose to capture the pawn again. bc, knight d4. Okay, no more knight, no more annoying knight. So he trade off, I can say he trade off pretty fast such a powerful knight for this bad bishop. Why bad bishop? Because I don't see so much space in front of him, to be fair. There is a pawn chain against him. I'm game number 1. Okay. There is a pawn chain against him. There is a weak square c4. So we can say that all the time we can step on c4 right now. But he trade off such a good knight. Why good knight? Because he's in the space, he's in the part of the board of the opponent here, and very annoying place piece. Controls so much squares around. This one, thread g2, thread c4, even can come back to g4. So much space. I don't like this trading. In the other case, we open up now b file, so we have to try to use this weak semi-open file. Knight is coming to c6. So that's the moment. By the way, we're gonna go very fast to game 2, because just black blunder terrible this game. I'm surprised because he's having a 2200. But taking the fact that this is a blitz game, guys, probably he was under pressure, he was hurry up and so on. So this is something like move of the hand, because the move before was a BC. Let's go back one move before, BC. So the most natural is, yes, bring as fast as possible the rook and trying to figure out how to attack him on the b file, like push, like bishop to a3, trying to use the pin in this way, maybe bring the queen and so on. But first he forgot to cover his weak square somehow. Somehow with bishop d7, somehow with queen d7 again, bring the queen first and then bring the rook. So that's the way. This guy is also still not developed. You have availability to come here. So black is having so many good moves. And even after it, you can sacrifice an exchange. Let's say something for white. Rook b8. Now it's not that extremely bad, just because when you win exchange, you have compensation on the b file one more time. Because you eliminate at least one defender of white, so now you have something. But in the game there is nothing, so in short, after rook b8, we can go to game 2 after knight c6. Why? Because this is clear rook down. Doesn't matter where you go, there is no way to take back the knight, just because c6 is under full control of white side. I go to game 2 now. It's between Strobex and Deo. So we cannot say that this loss is based on the bad opening part. No, seems to be black was much better in the opening part. Strobex 1655. Okay, Strobex 1655. I have to find the games one by one. The game was played on the... What? Wait. Oh, it's just the rating, sorry. It's just the rating, so it has to be just Strobex. Why nobody is having such a easy nickname? Just a one short name. Also my nickname is complicated. I would like to change it one day. How are you, Jaxer? How are you? So happy to see you here. Strobex, Deo against Deo. Game is on the 3rd of September. Oh no, he's playing too much. Wait, he's playing too much. I have to searching for more games here. 3rd September, Deo. Oh man. He's playing too much on 3rd September. Barney Sedge? What's that, Barney? Wait, cannot find the game Strobex there. Maybe I have to order them here. Live. Color. I'm not sure about the color. All this rated. It was rated, I believe. Start date now, 3rd September. Yeah, this has to be easy if I just write down the date. What? Why 5th? I write down 3rd. Okay, let's go. Deo, where is Deo? Oh, we have a second page now. We have a second page now. I saw it. Wow, you play so much. You're a real professional. But for some reason I cannot find the game. Deo. Am I blind? What's going on? Deo. Where is... What the hell is Deo? I have problems to find out. Well, maybe I can searching for Deo. I'll try with Deo. Much better. Deo? What? There is not a nickname like that? Larry Deo? Deo. Maybe Suari Deo. I'm not sure about the nickname. No, it's not this guy. Where is the guy? Is he banned and I cannot see him anymore? Oh my god. Playing but no analyze. I think it was rated. Yeah, I could prepare the games somehow and put them in the one database. It's easy in light chess. Here I'm not sure how to do it so much. Okay, Strawbacks. I couldn't find out the nickname Deo, so maybe it's my mistake that it's not his real nickname, or maybe he's banned already or whatever. Wait, I'm gonna order again the games. 3rd September and 3rd September, just from 3rd September, it's okay. Let's go. Now I have to find the game. There is no way to know. Oh, actually it's 3+2. Or it's not showing the time control, no? Okay, one by one. Go, 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 go. Wait a second, let's look at the result at least. You lost. Okay, you lost. Result. Lost. Now will be easy. You mostly play on light chess, and here you have 100 games on 3rd September. Okay. It was a surprise. First game I found it very fast. I thought I would not having problems with the next one. Yeah, I did advanced search on the right side. It's okay, don't worry. I'm not that huge amateur, but guys, I don't see the game. These are the old games of Strawbacks. Oh, what he lost on 3rd of September. Where is the game is the question. By the way, I cannot find the Deo. I'm not sure it's his nickname Deo. Strawbacks, Gülle, Mixer. Guys, I cannot find the game, so seems to be this guy is banned. Did they give you back some points? This guy's not here. Was it 3rd September for you? Yeah, it was a night time, so for everyone was a 3rd of September. I mean, I'm not mistake the date for sure. It was 3rd September. I found out the other guy very easy. I cannot find Strawback's game. It's very strange to me, because when I write down here Deo, I cannot find the guy too. There is no game of Deo. Deo, Syria. There's another Deo, but this is completely another guy. No, this guy had a 2200. Let's write down Deo. Deo, no. I think this guy is bound, guys. Has to be bound or disappear. I think it's not my mistake here, but let me know. I can analyze the game in another day. I cannot find the game. This guy is not here in the list. I ordered the games in a very advanced search. So the game is not here. His account is not existing. Okay, I go to the next game. Log is 10. Board 2 disappear. Okay. We shouldn't count the lost. Yeah. You can see the rating, guys. You can see the ratings on the list. It's very clear. You have the link of the game, okay? Let me know. You posted the link. Play online chess. I didn't see the link. You posted some Bernie Satch 100 times. Where is the link? No, you didn't post the link. Maybe they'll change, yeah, the nickname or the user, but this doesn't matter because, yeah, I'm not sure which game it was. Well, if he changed the nickname, how I know then which game it is? I'm not sure what opening they did. I have to check. there are about 15 games, but I have not checked them one by one to find the game, because I don't have any idea what is the game. So I go now to the logis. I go now to the logis 6 cows. If you find the game, please send me link. 6 cows. Where is the 6 cows? What? Where are the games? Yes. Oh, he didn't play. Look at that, it's easy. I found him very easy now. Starbucks, I didn't see, yes. I didn't see the link. I go up to the chat and I don't see the link if you send it. Self-analysis, there we go. Okay. So this is the logis, this is game number 3, so here we go, we are black. 6th cows is having about 1919, you can see in the OBS. Logis is having for the moment 1904. I go to the next game, so we go to the French for some point. I don't know where is the point. Logis is playing French. This has to be mouse slip, I believe. Oh, there is no link. Okay, French. Now we transpose to French. You send to logis. Okay, you can write down in Discord. Can you send in the Discord, in the main chat, the link of the game? Okay, I don't know why you see it and I don't see it. Chess.com don't like me or what? I don't see the game really. Okay, now we transfer from French. We go to the probably classical Paulsen variation in Sicilian, and now we go to the Alapen variation after C3. So we change on move 3 now, 3 openings. Oh, okay, I'm gonna click on that link after the game of logis. So now this is Alapen after C3, okay. Now completely out of the main theory after logis move queen b6, it's completely different opening repertoire now. No mouse slip, you decide to play French, alright. Now, against the Lapin, the most important is please don't give up the center. So d5 is one of the best reaction here. To have a pawn in the main center means so much. d5. After ed, alright, white is having isolated pawn, you have two. And I think d5, e5, if the center is closed, next step is to solve the problem with your bad placed bishop, but in this case it's not that hard. You can go for such an idea, with moving the knight on f5, pressure against the weak pawn, and standard idea next. Next could be queen b6. I think queen b6 here is probably pretty early, just because now after the move of white knight c3, no more d5. It's under full control of white. Thanks so much Aran KG for the following. And now bishop b4, okay, a3. He killed the knight. If this was the trading, this bishop for the knight, I'm agree completely. But if you trade off this bishop for this knight, I'm not sure it's so great deal. You still have a forever problem with the bad placed French bishop on c8. Now, guys, computer show us 1.5 for white. It's too much evaluation in the opening part, so if you decide to play Alapen in this order of the moves, also you can go for d5 continuation, not knight c6, so it's classical. Also Alapen, d4 and so on. There is a bishop b5 continuation here. d4, now you can go for knight f6, you can go for knight c6. Much more playable position comparing to this one in the game. Okay, castling. Now what's going on after e5? Alright, your opponent is probably weak or actually good level. 1900 could be good level. 1900 could beat 2200 too. So here he has to say thank you for the opening, for the bad opening part. It's a poor opening part here for black. I don't know why black is playing like this. He's going to huge opening problems. Here is about +4 for black, just because after I eliminate the only one defender on the board, the knight on f6, he's really a great defender. The only one protector in front of the kingside part. There is the most standard sacrifice ever in the world. Bishop takes h7, and now the game could finish bad for the subs. Where the hell are the pieces of black, is my question now. Who can save the most important piece on the board? The king. And of course, you know the answer. There is nobody. There is nobody. Unstoppable mate, guys. So if we go to the g6, for sure you know the classical way how to continue that attacking. One of the ways h4 and then using this diagonal, or just bring the queen to g4 with discover potential check and crushing attack. So very bad, very bad. Always because of the opening part here. So we can say opening catastrophic here we have on the board. King g6, I'm not sure if queen g4, yeah, this is the other powerful move. h4 was about +10, queen g4 is about +7. f5, you can keep the pressure with queen g3. Even you can come to the queen h3, because I have also perfect defender on c1. As usual, I don't have this guy and when we sacrifice on h7, but in this case we have it with potential mate on h7. There is no rook h8. The configuration of black pieces is extremely bad. Bad. Even there is no rook h8, so how to save up the game, I'm not sure. Knight f6, any sacrifice, and then white can dance on the board. He can do really everything. So after white eliminate this guy, the defender, the game is over. Yes, Logis, but probably you will never reach endgame, just because the game is finishing right now, in my opinion, in the opening part. That's very bad. No, I blame the I blame the opening part. You just, what you need to do is d5 in the opening part, pressure in the center, figure out the central problems first, and then develop. I mean, central problems are connected with the pawn structure. Don't give him so much space and develop on time. Okay, so this was a powerful attacking. What white didn't see, he just go for castling. But this is still hanging, so much possibilities in front of white. So he's even helping him with d5 to push e5. This is incredible. I'm not sure what else he could do actually. Anyway, this is coming. So such a move like h6, I start thinking about this sacrifice too after e5. So e5 again, and now I start thinking about this sacrifice. c4 now, you go here. Oh my god, I have to close my eyes here. There's a bishop c2, queen d3 configuration. Queen in front of the bishop and potential mate on h7. This was very comfortable for white. Yeah. Where are the black pieces? Where is their space? I'm not sure. d5, he's pushing, knight e4. Yeah, I'm playing a Lappen with white, I play a Lappen also with black. I mean, I'm Sicilian player too, I play for the both colors. So you can have a Lappen on move 2, guys. Here we go, you have a Lappen in this order of the moves. You can have the same position what Logis is having in the game. So now you can go for d5 if you wish. Avoiding the bad placed bishop, of course, here is much better to push direct d5. Or here you can go for another type of a lapin with knight f6. There we go. This is the other classical way for a lapin. Yeah. Aryan KG, are you this guy with are you this guy, Sixth Cows? Because I'm not sure, your nicknames are different, so much names. I told you what you have to do. You had a winning position here, so we go back to queen c2. I think he could also take and bring the knight here, seems to be powerful with this threat, or just take this pawn in the pocket. I don't see a defense of such a pawn, so it's gonna be pawn up, plus then occupy the weak squares by the knight. Perfect outpost for the knight. You should play simple chess. Now, knight is on the way, so for sure you have to eliminate him. Attacking him doesn't help with rook e1 or queen e2, otherwise you're going to lose this pawn. Which is not that mistake, maybe. Yeah, you can go for rook e1. Rook e1 is a very tricky move. I'll share with you why. Because if I'm accepting that poisoned pawn again, there we go. There is nothing so much different as before. It's gonna be the same powerful attacking here, guys. It's based on the fact that this guy is the only one defender, so white could do this, white could do this. Yeah, queen e2 is also a tricky move. It's gonna be the same one. There is no difference here. Very bad, very bad. So, black is with tie hands, anyway. I don't want to have my bishop here. Look at that. It's gonna be part of the pawn structure. Don't do this, guys. Bishop b2 is a bad strategy move, in my opinion. You go to the very, very bad place. You could win this game in the opening part, so makes no sense to discuss the middle game part. Now, for example, you choose a wrong decision. In this decision, just to move away the bishop to b2, just to develop him with the first square in front of him, it's a bad decision. It could be much better to come even here. Sorry. It's a little bit cold already. So, in the morning. So, it's better to come to d2 and having space in front of him instead of putting him on b2 and completely close him. Look at that. It's a poor bishop right now. So when you take such a wrong decision like bishop b2, you're gonna suffer in the middle game part. What to do? Yes. Because the power of the bishop is not anymore the same one. You should choose such a squares where you have more freedom. For example, the queen has a more freedom here, more flexibility. You can go to the left side of the board and to the right side of the board. But if you choose that square, you limit your queen much more. So, choose squares where you have more freedom. There we go. You have to appreciate more this central pawn comparing to this one again. Better configuration. You have right now queen, knight, and bishop against this king. Queen could be a little bit in trouble. Bishop is full of space right now. You don't have something extra, yes, but you have a very powerful attacking. One more standard way how to continue this attacking. Plenty of weak squares, what you can work on. Knight e4, unstoppable, knight f6. It's terrible. Queen is coming to h6, supported by bishop behind. Very powerful attacking. So good tactics in this game, by the way. We can generate. Bishop b2. You left. The only one diagonal what you have in front of you for the bishop. You have to respect every single piece, I think so. And you could simple Zachary. Hello Zachary. How are you doing? You have to do like this. try d4 for about 1 year, and coach told me go back to e4. Okay. Depends what type of player you are, you know. I think we discussed that so much. And I think if you'd like to improve your chess, and you should play more risky, especially if you have a level under 2000, guys. Believe me, there is nothing what you can lose so much in the online games. So try to have a risk, try to play e4, or when you choose d4, go to the more semi-open positions. This was the game. Okay, it's almost like the analyzes. g4 push. Another classical way, of course, how to break down the structure based on the mate on h7. You play Rui Lopez, but the opponent play French or Burke. Just play London, then also my... Okay, if opponent is playing such as passive things like French and Perk or Philidor defense, doesn't matter. They give you up the center, guy. Ariane, KG. They give you up the center. Take control of the center. It's very easy, no? Yeah, just go for the opening principles. Control the center. Develop your own minor pieces. Now everyone gonna make me... Head goes down in the... like this, okay. You won't see my glasses, okay. I did it very funny, probably. Or stupid. I think you're gonna feel comfortable when opponent is playing bad in the opening part. And opponent is playing passive in the opening part. So here, I think it was a fast game, but now when I see the game, I'm very disappointed. What was the quality of the game? So, potential mate here. Let me check if knight e4 is the best attacking way of white. Probably queen f4, because attacking here and here. So if you're attacking two squares, it's much better. Much more powerful. You're a beginner, but you'd like to play close positions. Maybe you'd like to play solider positions, not passive positions, not close position. The only one close position in the chess exists that this is French defense, and this could be advanced French. So close position, this will be advanced French. You can have close position also, okay, in advanced Caro-Kann too. Some of the positions are most of all like that. But it's completely different stuff that you'd like to play more strategy or more open positions full of tactics. So don't scare from the tactics. Otherwise, if you're scared from the tactics, they're everywhere. Opening, middle game, and end game part. Just go and improve your tactics. Don't avoid tactical positions so much. Because anyway, you will go for tactics. They will sacrifice, they will open up the game. If you don't open, they will open. So, try to improve your tactics. There are 100 websites for them. There are 100 books for them. Just go and improve your tactics. Get up and improve your tactics right now. Covering 1000 tactics will be the correct way. Don't go for so much studying opening parts at the beginning if you're a beginner. Go and improve your tactic vision, that's it. Okay, now queen f4 and probably the game is over. I'm very sad to say, to announce that. Queen d8, covering f6. Actually, there is no mate here, so maybe black could try to capture this, just there is a one check. Now f7 is not in trouble, and then he can come back to d8. He go back to d8 pretty early. Knight f6. Take this, but this is gonna be check. Oh my god, how black won that game? I have to check again the result. Yep, black won that game. Oh man, how you did it? You're now exchanged down. But look at that bad bishop, yeah. For the moment we cannot count him, so white has to evacuate the bishop as fast as possible, just to activate him to the better square. Otherwise, how else to realize that? So, black is going to covering the weak squares around. They're pretty much. Okay, he can have some counter-attack. Go, go, go. I don't understand that maneuver of the king so much. He tried to come here, but makes no sense. I told you the correct plan for white. f4 is also bad. He completely closed his bishop. Now he's one huge pawn on the board, I can say. Okay, he's having a good position now for the bishop. Uh-oh. Who is blundering now? Uh-oh. Because now white has to go back and then he's controlling the second rank. So with that extremely bad maneuver of the king, white allow to the black too much. I'll go back here before f4. I don't like f4, makes no sense to me. How to activate now the rooks? It could be f3, little bit solid playing. Let's say black could do the same, move away the king and bring the rook here, but it's not anymore the same because white gonna be the first one here. There is only one open file on the board and this is g file. So if black is coming now here, of course white is going to the open file too. Next step of white to win the game will be improve the position of the rooks. So he can simply go here and double the rooks on the g file. That's my way how I would like to win the game. So if black is coming to this side of the board, again my idea is to double the rooks there. So attack this, he has to keep it, then I bring the other rook. If you come here, I'm happy to come here. Now you're gonna be in several moves mate. This is the difference between this position and position in the game, where white gave too much to the black. Too much wasting of time. So you can waste the time also in the endgame. Yes, this we can call it rook endgame. So wasting of time all the time is bad stuff. Here in unstoppable mate in 3 moves. Let's say rook here and bring the other rook to g7, gonna be fixing completely. And unstoppable mate. Discover or double check. 100 ways to make him mate. Double check and mate on h6. This rook control this. This rook is giving mate on h file. So bad. So I go forward to the position where we step on the second rank with black. That's a dreaming position. There we go. That's a dreaming position, guys. So white has to play for a draw. Probably he doesn't wish, so he would try to lose the game. Now the good part of the game is that black can already activate the king here and threat some mates even. He could do such a maneuver of the knight, check, 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 and probably mate on this side or this side of the board, depends on. There is also such a maneuver of the knight, also what he did. Okay, he blundered the rook here. He didn't take the rook for some reason, and this is clear rook up in the pocket wherever he goes, because you keep the rook. Very bad, very bad. Okay, so I don't know why not rook knight c2. Probably he prepare a mate, but f5 gonna be discovered, trying to save up the mate. Close Sicilian. As black I play French and Benoni. You choose completely, yeah. Such a opening part. What are In Benoni, okay, one question to you, Limedero. In Benoni, do you really like your position? Okay, and do you really know what to do after move 15? Is my question to you in Benoni. In French, do you know what to do after move 15? Is my question. Is it clear opening for you? Let's say you know first 10 moves, and then is there any clear idea in front of you? If you'd like to play something solid with white, my recommendation is you can go to the London system. If you wish something easy, get rid from the huge theory. This is something different. There are good openings also what you can choose with not so much theory inside. But Benoni, I don't like it. It's just a bad choice of opening part. Okay, I don't know about Hikaru choice. Yeah, he's having 100 videos, 100 streamings. I don't follow him every time. I mean, I don't have this time. So probably you follow him much more, but... okay, so there we go. Here black missed that, so then when the knight is already here, probably bishop cover important squares, and white is having enough defense. What is really amazing. Very, very bad configuration of these pieces. This has to be in red. And by the way, there is no queenside castle existing because white already moved away the king 100 times. Actually, the king was here. It was a kingside castle, and now it's funny, he doesn't have castle. Okay, thanks so much for following. You get scared when you play against Benoni. Oh, come on, in Benoni there is not a single threat. There is not a single threat. Osama Ben lagging. Hello, how are you doing? Benko, yes, Benoni. Okay, Benko, you sacrifice a pawn, you make fun, and you're fighting to take back the pawn, and very, very dangerous lines also if white didn't accept the pawn too. So, Benko is also not that correct. If you have to fight for a draw, I think so the opening part is not correct. You have 100 ways how to achieve a good position, and even with black. You can choose maybe Slav defense, you can choose Queen's Gambit declined, you can choose Nimtsevich. There are 100 openings. So now let's continue the game. Rook c1. Here the game actually finished in one move. We go to the next game. So white could save up the game with f5. One move before he resigned, he's having a pretty equal position after f5. Black has to capture, otherwise losing the knight. And now let's say king d1. I'm not sure here what has to be the plan of white. Bring the rook here, covering e2, something like that. Position is pretty equal, but it's harder for white, I think so. I go to the next game. I go back actually to the game to find out the link. Wait a second. This is the link. Let's see if I can open it. Strobeck's Dale. National Master Dale. Let's click on this guy. Why I couldn't find him? I write down the same. No, Dale. Yeah, I write down the same. Let's add him like a friend. Okay, so... Oh, I beat him 5-2. Okay, so there we go. We go back to the game. Strobeck's. Let's go. We lost this game, but... So finalizes... Okay, let's go. H4. I will not discuss here the opening part, definitely. My favorite trap opening. I'm not sure. I I have very beautiful games in neither with bishop g5, to be fair. So I'm unstoppable there. So if you go to the main theory, you're gonna be in trouble. I analyze this a little bit deeper, more than 20 moves, because I know that even when I was a child, then I changed a little bit my opening repertoire to play a little bit solid. I'm using also Alapin for such a different Sicilian. With d6, I still keep on that. I still keep on Najdorf with bishop g5. Internet disconnected in the middle game. 2-4, okay. h4, g4, I will not discuss this opening part. I will flip the board and looking the black side here. Support the black side. Okay, look at that knight. So try to be annoying, attack him. Knight g5, okay. Then develop, keep that with potential h6. Knight c3, attack, you have a perfect center now. Perfect development now. Attacking here now. Not tomorrow, right now. e4 is really powerful because there is no space for the knight right now on these squares, so you have to be annoying, guys. You have to be bothering. No closing position right now when white is pushing g4 and h4 in this way. Okay, you're attacking the pawn. What has to be the next step? Now you push, which seems to be one of the best decisions. The other one is simplify, capture, capture. So as much as more pieces you trade off, probably gonna be unpleasant for him because he's hoping for you to close a little bit the center, and he's completely ready for the kingside pressure, kingside pushing of the pawns and attacking you. There. Strobeck's game. Yeah, I think so. I'm on the Strobeck's game, yeah. This is Deo with white, Deo count, Strobeck's black. Deo is having, as you see, 1938, Strobeck is having 1655. So now also you can capture immediately to g4. This seems to be the most forcing line. Okay, so you capture the pawn. Seems to be okay. So you're already pawn up. Probably he's betting on the side node pressure, time pressure, because he's choosing a rare system, what is not correct in my opinion. Look at that piece in your side of the board. Attack it immediately, not after castling. You should attack it right now, not tomorrow. So take the initiative in your hands immediately, guys, not after it. Knight h3, you can simply capture, one more pawn. You have already 2 extra pawns. You have already bishop b4 check. You have already knight f6. I think even in this case, queen d7 and queenside castle gonna be a great decision for you. So first you attack the knight and then take here, because if you capture right now, you can lose this one. What I don't like so much. But of course you can take the next one. Everything is hanging here, so just collect it in a correct order of the moves. I can say that it's very, very hard to find the losing way here, but it's possible when you're under time pressure. No, this is completely bullshit. No comment about the opening part, guys. It's completely bullshit. Sacrifice, and this bullshit I ever met when I'm playing Bullet. In Blitz, I met this very, very rare. I think if you follow the stream, or it was... I'm not sure. Probably he played the same against me. So you can watch my games against him. I think I beat him for about 20 moves. With the same structure, g4 or h4. I was black. So you can accept, yeah. But now you just go for a huge blunder. What is the way to save up the queen? Is there a way to save up the queen? Of course there is. If you cannot move away on time, you just have to put a piece on the way. Here, nobody. F5, nobody. What about G4? Of course you have a knight there. There we go. F3, if he's trying to win the piece on the way, you can simply capture, and counterattack his knight. If bishop takes, counterattack his bishop. There we go. This is the way how you should save up the queen. So there is a way, and if you don't find knight g4, I can recommend here don't accept the rook. If you see that this is coming and you don't see a way how to save up the queen, you should go back and think and start thinking from now, not after you already being in trouble. No, if somebody plays shit against me, I just go for the central strategy, that's it. That's my opinion about this opening part. Otherwise, black is doing very well here. Black is doing very well. Can you imagine that right now the evaluation is about +6 for black? So what the hell is doing white then? What the hell? Bullshit. One of the best decisions here is simple h6. Would you share with me where is the space for this knight? Because I don't see, to be fair. I don't see the space for the knight in this case. Okay, so h6 and now where is going the knight? Rook g3, let's say. You can say simple thank you for the knight. Knight is much better to capture the knight for free instead of the quality here. Exchange up. Maybe he's having some counterattack like cd, but you just take, knight takes. I don't think so situation is so much changed. You can take this guy now, and still the rook is under pressure, but this time you have two attackers against one defender, so there is no way to save up the rooks, to save up the piece. You could also capture. This is still under pressure. This is still under pressure, and you get rid from the fork. So one more perfect position. Just collect the pieces into the correct way. Don't give up your queen. I think you give up the queen just in one move. That's your blunder. Boom. You should keep your queen. When you feel in danger, you have to spend time. Yeah. Maybe we shouldn't go deeper anymore. I can go to the next game. This was huge blunder of the queen. Otherwise it was a very good game of you. Okay, I go to the game number 4. If somebody's here and having preferences, let me know. Axis against Wadashi. If somebody's in the chat, let me know. Otherwise later you can follow the game in YouTube channel. September 3rd. So many daily chess. Of course I gave him some recommendation about daily chess. Okay, I go to advanced search. He's doing also many games. Yeah, let's go for the date searching. 3rd September. Keep queen. Got it. Yes, of course. And collect pieces, please, into the correct order of the moves. Like first take the knight or first take exchange. Of course, first take the knight, no? So appreciate much more a clear piece instead of exchange. Today what? 3rd? Okay. It has to be 3rd. Axis is also here, I think so. So 1-0, he won. Let's searching for the game. My favorite opening is Najdorf. How to say? Some people pronounce it Najdorf. We call it Najdorf. I think Axis is here or not. Maybe we can go to him. He won. He won the game first. No, I cannot. Why 7th September? Right on 3rd. Very strange. Okay, now it's fine. 3rd September. There we go. He's having a game against Wadashi. I will go faster because probably Wadashi is not here. It has to be this. It's a short game, 27 moves. And next could be FSDS, yeah? FSDS gonna be the next one. Alright, guys. So this is the game Axis against Wadashi. Axis is having 1768 in that moment, and 1666 is having Wadashi. We won that game. Starting with knight f3, it's calling Reti opening, but depends how black should continue. Of course, depends on. So bishop g5, okay, we have a good constructor, good opening part here, finally something good, not so much out of the theory. Bishop e2, if you have availability, please put the bishop into the more active square, like full control e4 or 2 times control e4, at least not allowing knight e4. That's the idea of bishop d3. Doesn't matter where you go, black is having that move d takes c4, so I prefer a more active square, more activity for the bishop, more space in front of my bishop to the right side of the board, so bishop on d3 is a more active move comparing to bishop e2. Bishop e2 we choose only against the King's Indian, this structure where black is coming to us with e5, push, e5, e4. And then the bishop could be in trouble on d3. Right now it's not. Okay, it could be the same. If black anyway left the center in this way, we have completely full control in the center. So sorry. Queen's Gambit declined, could be great. Queen's Gambit now. Accepted. I'm not sure about rook c1. It seems to be a natural move. I prefer first castling and then check what's going on with black first. And more working about the center, like I like much more my rooks here and here instead of here and here, or here and here. Reti is knight f3. Then well, if you push c4, then become English. c4 is English opening. Reti is knight f3. Knight f3, most of all g3 you can choose afterwards. You can choose something passive, d3, e3. But, okay, you start with Reti, knight f3. And then you can transfer. Like in your game, you start with French, then you go to Sicilian, and then you go to Alapian opening. So, first move almost doesn't matter. So, in this case, I will never give up my bishop. I will never give up my bishop for sure. He has to move away. Back the bishop, keeping the pressure. Even f4 is also great opportunity, but now there is option for knight h5. He still doesn't have a h3 space for the bishop. So of course one of the best continuation is bishop to h4. Keep the, it's not a real pin, but keep the pressure. And keep the bishop position is completely open. So for sure you need that bishop. That's a favor to, what the hell? That's a favor to the black, because he's solving the problem with the bad place knight now. And the bad place knight was on d7. Not this one on f6, but this one on d7. So you activate my bad place knight. I can say thank you for that. Trading off. Keep the bishops in the open position, guys. Knight d5. Black is wasting time now to come to d5. He has to hurry up to develop this bad placed bishop. What could be the way? What could be the way to develop the bad placed bishop? A little bit strange. It could be b6 or c5 maybe. Push. Yeah, probably b6 and bishop b7 as fast as possible. It's really urgent. Urgent to develop the bishop. Knight d5 is a wasting of time. Okay, this attacking seems to be powerful. g6, oh my god, it's too early for g6. At least waiting for queen d3 to push g6, but even f5 could be more natural. So if he's going to bishop d6, maybe he can do the same, attacking you like that. So now if you go to d3, there is also f5 continuation, much better than g6. g6 is making h6 pawn pretty weak. And now with bishop d7 he can hold on. Both bishops are good placed, so. So sometimes playing on b5, this is losing. b6 doesn't exist, so knight d5 is really bad. a3, no need a3. Always about kingside part right now. You should focus about the kingside part now. Look at that weaknesses. So how to coordinate the pieces? Maybe such a tricky move. So pressure here. You try to push and attack here. Discover attack. There we go. I like the plan with g3, h4, h5, push, 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 broke down this structure and followed by queen d3, working on that. Oh. Come to the Discord server, guys. We can work easier there. And we can keep in touch in my vacation period there too. And after I'm coming back on the 16th, hope so they're gonna install my new internet. I hope some stuffs will be improved. Because 1 month ago starts my lagging problems. I'm almost sure that this is based on the internet connection. Of course, my computer is also pretty old, like 6 years ago, but it's with maybe good enough for chess or maybe not. Also, of course, I have to update it. Okay, so f5, there we go. Maybe rook d1. This is wasting of time. I will repeat that this is wasting of time. A3 was wasting of time. h4 also, I'm not pretty sure is the best. You have now knight e5 with that sacrifice. Boom, boom, mate on h7. So just do that. If he captures now bad placed bishop against the good one, it's a huge power for white. As fast as possible, of course, you can bet on the d file, the only one open file on the board. So you can change the focus going direct there. If he didn't take, then this is gonna be a huge pressure. You have availability to push f4, g4, f5 too, this attacking. Or maneuver the knight here and attack h6 too. Or push e4 and bring the rook to the g or h file. Also another idea. You push. e4 has to be part of your plan, so in every single moment you have to think about e4 pushing. Oh my god, now black become better. Let me see where you take a wrong decision. Probably here you take a wrong decision to open up h file. Because you're not the first one there is no availability to go for double the rook on the h file, so makes no sense to capture then on g5. If you are not already there, or if you will be not the first one there. As I see, black is the first guy there. He stepped first on the h file now. You're gonna be in trouble. Okay, just a second. Alright, I'm back. So, that's why capture on g5, I don't like it. Well, that she's up now. Okay. So, hg is not a correct decision, definitely. You should work on your power. Where is your power? You should update your power. Not working where you're weak, and you're definitely not strong on h file right now. You can try e4 maybe with potential forks, so that's why didn't leave him a choice so much. So something like pushing f4 gonna lose in 1. So if he capture, you work on your power. Where is your power? Your power is this diagonal, b1 h7. OG, thank you so much for following. You go back to 1-8. So we already finished with the lessons then. You reach your you reach already your goal. you know, some people need just motivation, the correct direction, and little bit recommendation. So that's the idea of the lessons. Otherwise, of course, you cannot study chess for 1 time per week, or 2 times, or even 3 times per week. You should have a regular working, but of course regular playing and regular solving puzzles also could keep your level somewhere, going a little bit up. Just the idea is to give you a little bit motivation of how you can choose your power, where is your power, what has to be your strategy in chess from the first move. 1-8, you go to 1-9 and so on. You can go a little bit step by step up with the best opening repertoire. Like if you're using better opening part, then of course you get rid from the opening part in a better position, so huge chance to win much more games. For example, I won many games just because I didn't touch my pieces. I mean, I didn't use my brain during the game, so I just won them based on the opening repertoire. And I won classical games. Your goal is 2000. Okay, we're gonna go for 2000 then, without problems. Okay. You just have to solve your homeworks time to time. OG, okay. Since you were a kid, oh my god. So, e4 is the correct way to break down this structure and use your power. I don't like to open up h-file in this way. Maybe not rook h1, maybe you can evacuate the king like that to have a safety position, or direct right now e4. These are the 2 options for white, what I really like. So, seems to be white pays 0 attention to that attacking. I'm not sure how correct is this attacking here, but always about h-file. He bring the other rook in a force way. He bring the queen in a force way with potential mates. And now mate in 2. Yeah, black won here the game. So, most of all... Oh, we were black, sorry. So, most of all, Wadashi is playing very bad here, so Axis is doing very well. I think Wadashi have to figure out what to do after opening part. So, he developed so-so, but then he didn't know what to do. It was a very powerful attacking, so he have good luck for Axis that he didn't use the light square b1 h7 in a correct way. We go to the next game. I'm doing pretty slowly. Okay, so the Punisher probably is not here, so I go to FSDS. Maybe he was here. He set FSDS 0-1. 0-1 against King Me. Against King Me. King Me, King Me. FSDS, I have to sort. Oh, we played 3 games with you. Okay, go to advanced settings. Yeah, Jaxor was black, yes. I don't know for some reason why I thought he was white. Okay, yes. Color, FSDS, I'm not sure about the color. What is the score here? Ah, he won. So probably he was white. 1-0. 1. Number 3. 3rd of September. Okay. Search. King Me. Where is King Me? FSDS. King Me. I hope I can find the game. King Me. Where is King? King Laughs. No, this is another guy, King Laughs. Again, I'm struggling to find king me this game. King me. Where the hell is this guy? King me. Oof. Ah, king me. Okay. There. Oh no, this king me 7. Is it? Ah, king me 7/7. Ah, okay. This is the same one, yeah? I hope so. Self-analysis. King me 7/7, yeah. White is having 1158. Black is having 1028. Like rating, the game was 3+2. FSD is for the sub, so we look at the game from the white side. Let's go. 113. Have a good vacation. Yeah, thanks so much. Thanks so much. John. Huh? Yeah. See you in Discord. Have a good night too. So we have a close Sicilian here with the knight c3 variation. He still can go to the Grand Prix with bishop b5. He's using f4. Okay, bishop b5. There we go. Castling. Queen b6. a4. Little bit strange move is queen b6. As usual, black is going for knight e7, g6, bishop g7 and castle. Or knight f6 too. I think queen b6 is not a so correct move. And helping me even to improve the bishop. Bishop is also good placed on c4. But a4 is a fresh move. Provoking a6 could be a weakness, so I appreciate a4. It's okay. Bishop takes e6. Queen takes e6, the endgame. Oh no, the endgame is catastrophic. I'm the Bulgarian. It's gonna be the last game, maybe. Okay, so now king h1. I don't think so. You should avoid any potential checks. There is not a single danger against your king, so you should focus more about the king side part. You're still also not developed. You can improve the queen in this way or this way. Also e5 and f5. Think about these potential threats. e5 or f5 or queen e1 with queen g4 or queen h4 next. So think about if this could work for you. Even bishop d2. It's gonna be development. Even queen e2 and bring the rook to the center. So bring all pieces to work together in the center. e5 in this case, maybe it's gonna be a great decision. I like. So if they capture at all, this is gonna be crushing before he's doing castling. So what's the idea in the opening part? To crush him before he's wasting so much time. Look at that. a6, queen b6, queen c6. Now knight g4. These all moves are wasting of time. Even bishop d7 is not part of the plan for black. His part of the plan is going for the kingside castle as fast as possible. So use that tempos. How to use them? When your king is already enough safety, you just go up. You just open up the game, open up the file, and attack him as fast as possible. So now I believe this is gonna be crushing attack, and ask him, of course, soon where he's going with the knight. Discover attack soon of the f7 and bring the queen to the king side part. So all your pieces are pretty open right now, as you see after e5. Of course he can move away the knight, not capture immediately. Again, please don't trade off this knight, don't solve his problems. Try to go deeper and improve the power of your pieces. Go to the central outpost, control much more squares around. This is really powerful. Push e5 immediately. Hello Sonic, how are you doing? Happy to see you here. You push e5 very well. Next I'm not sure. What about this pressure? Isn't it more powerful? Queen g3? Queen g3, maybe h5. Okay. He's doing a counterattack, what I'm not pretty sure it's working so well. You could take the knight on g4 and just won a pawn, or just bring the knight here as you did it. This is really great. Okay, now you're pawn up. This sacrifice is completely incorrect. So after queenside castle, next step should be you can completely, of course, change the direction. Now you don't go for the knight g5 or whatever. Of course, you transfer your pieces to the queenside part. So rook fc1, not sure if this is the correct file, what you have to go on. d4 is one of the easiest way ever. What I find out, you have to open up and attack the queen. I think so rook fc1 is not that great. Maybe you should try also c3, d4 and c3, b4. This is really a good way how you can continue the game. What I see, you have it that way. Knight f7, exchange up, why not? So after you have already pawn up, why not to continue collecting pieces? Now this will be triple attack. Capture the bishop, simple tactic, there we go. And after you take one of the rook, take back. Of course you can take one more pawn, so no comment, it's completely winning. It took c5, it's almost the same actually. Bishop is very bad placed. Now he cannot accept that poison pawn just because easy discover attack. And losing the queen, very nice tactic. How many pawns you have more now? Two extra pawns for white right now. Check. Amazing outpost, amazing. I really make fun with such a good knight. And good knight, have a good knight to access too. Okay, next step, doubling the rooks on the b file. Where is the pressure? Where is the king of black? We go up. c4. What is helping c4? Not sure. Maybe it's time to bring the queen. Activate the queen somehow. I'm not sure. So you can capture b7. I think this has to be fine. You know, two rooks are as usual stronger than queen, but look at that, guys. You cannot compare this position. You have 3 extra pawns on the queenside part, so it makes no sense to calculate exactly the pieces. You have 3 connected pass pawns on the queenside, so just go inside of that position and win it in a very easy way. Too much weaknesses of black too, and all what you need next is push your powerful pawns in this way. So also knight takes b7 was the easiest way to realize that advantage. Okay, you prefer to push first, very well. Push, sacrifice, oh my god. This is pushing. This is the pushing pawn. Pushing game, sorry. This is gonna be the pushing game. Clear rook up, so maybe we don't need to continue this game because it's completely winning. I think so you allow him too much. Queen e7 was a mate in 2, wait. Ah, rook c5 is a mate, yes. You miscalculate mate in 2 instead of playing, let's say, 10 more moves or even more. Yeah, 10 more moves, exactly. So you could also win the rook for sure in 100 ways, with such a check or with such a check. Look at the diagonals, please, when you have extra queen on the board. And even in the middle game part, very often you miscalculate such a moves like diagonal checks. And queen is like power of rook and power of bishop together. So you did pretty long way. Also d6 was a great deflection, like only one move, and now again 100 checks. Push, take, promote a second queen. So you don't need to trade off, then make the game longer. Don't do this. Of course it's winning, but if the game is on time, you know, if the game is without increment, probably time pressure is important. I go to the next game. I just changed a little bit the game order. The Punisher is the next one. Let's go. Let's go. The Punisher is the next one. Punisher is the next one. He's playing against Alexander Kostyuk. Oh, I remember he lost, yeah? Alexander Kostyuk. There we go, I found the game easy. Thanks that I find the game easy. The easy way. So we go to the analysis room. Please guys, don't forget about follow my YouTube channel. So there we go. You can see much more after the stream if you miss your game. So the Punisher here is a white side. Let's look at how he lost. He's having in that moment 1460. And oh, he was black, sorry. He was black. And Alexander Kostyuk is having 1380, but seems to be playing for much more. As you see, yeah. Now she's having 1-4. Probably it's a man, Alexander Kostyuk in this case. Okay, we have a little bit passive choice of black. And we have a move 4 blunder. Guys, what should I analyze of move 4 blunder? Probably in this moment, black could go for the pre-move, bishop g4. Thank you to Lemedero that you take a part in your participation in the subs against Plebs. It's very important for me. That's why we are here to communicate and to play together and to help each other. E takes d4, so the only one logic thinking to me is coming that black is doing a pre-move bishop g4. Don't go for pre-move in that case, guys. Queen takes d4 is not the only one continuation, that's why. So probably bishop g4 was a wrong pre-move. And yeah, come to the Discord and you will know more about my next stream. It's gonna be on probably on 17/9 night time and 18 night time. 18 we can do another subs against Plebs. 18 Thursday night. So now I will not analyze this game so much. If black didn't have a choice, I can give him recommendation how to continue here. It's like Philidor pawn structure, or he can still go to the Perk pawn structure, g6, d6, or he can simply go to the knight f6, knight c3. If he decides to go to g4, it has to be after knight f6, not before that. So after knight f6, knight c3, and then bishop g4. As usual, the classical theory is here. And now we have a bishop g4. But I'm sure he's doing a pre-move here. I will check a little bit forward if he's having any single chance for counter-attacking, otherwise I go to the next game. This is not any more interesting to me. He blundered also the queen. No! He blundered the queen, terrible. Oh, beautiful attacking of white side, by the way. Is there any force made here? He could collect just more pieces like knight takes d6. So he could collect everything on the way and still come back here. I prefer my knight here. It's more annoying. And then maybe just simple move away with potential mate. Okay. Yeah, just simple move away with the threat of bring the rook, eliminate the only one defender, and then potential mate on h7, something like that. Sometimes to continue your attacking, it's much more important to find the best defender of the opponent, to trade it off, to attack it, or just to eliminate it. So let's see how this attacking is finished. Oh, he blunders something. He blundered the bishop here. No need, I think so. Just because he didn't accept the pawn, that's why he lost the bishop. He could pin the knight, by the way, queen c4. Bring the bishop to eliminate the defender, just a check, check. What? He doesn't know the most famous mate? Oh man, oh man. He didn't see mate in 2, oh my god. Mate in 3, okay, but it's the most famous kids mate ever. I mean, kids could find it. It's not a kid mate, but anyway, it's unstoppable because queen is so powerful. I go to the next game. This was blunder move number 3, and move number 12 or 10 was blundering the queen too much. I go to the Philidor-Lucena now game. Philidor-Lucena is having a win against Lowell. I remember he said he didn't like his game so much. 3rd September, he didn't do so many games. Lowell, where is Lowell? So Philidor 1. There we go, here is Lowell game. Both seems to be very low percent of accuracy, so we're gonna make fun now. For sure, funny moments are coming. Okay. So what I see now is Philidor-Lucena is black, so we have to be black because we play for the subs. Philidor-Lucena. And then I have 3 more games, by the way, so let's go. Philidor-Lucena is with black and he won the game. There we go. Don't blunder. Let me see. He's using something like Chigorin system again with knight c6 early without c5. There is interesting system, guys, with knight c6, knight f6, bishop here, get out early, and e6, and it's calling tango system, like the dance tango. Also, white didn't put so early pressure of the central pawn, so probably black is fine here. Hello John, how are you doing? What are the options for such a bishop? Very often black is going to e4, so if white decides to capture the bishop, it's not a good decision because now this knight is out of playing in the end of the board, so we have something like this cover attack against the knight. So he needs a g3, but in this case g3 is not that perfect because bishop could be trapped after h6 g5 maybe, or knight d5 here. So it's not that great. Also this diagonal now is less protected. Very bad. And if they decide to play f3, again this knight is a little bit out of playing. And f3 is another weakness. Generate e3 weakness. Open up the king a little bit. So if he anyway decides to capture the bishop, h5 will be opened too. Oh no, we didn't cover Borislav game. We just look at his turbo endgame technique. We just look at the endgame part a little bit in the stream, but now I'm going to cover the O game. Beloved Bishop, hello, how are you doing? So happy to see you here. So the other option for the black to provoke some weakness before giving up the bishop just like this for the knight could be bishop g4, intermediate move. So after f3, You have this maneuver, provoke g4, you have this maneuver, and now too much weaknesses in front of white. Also, there is a way here about this cover attack. You don't need to move away the bishop. This is gonna be much more powerful move. Fg, then we can bring the queen in a force way, and this will be fork. Fork of the pawn on g4. We just win a pawn. And with so much active moves here, and this is this cover attack, so he doesn't have time to move away. You can simply go home, go back, and bishop is safety. So we have several ways, guys, after knight is coming to h4. h3, bishop d6. I think also now h3 is a wasting of time. So too much preventive moves. That's what I see of you. Too much little waiting moves. You're using all of you in the opening part. So you should be one idea more aggressive, one idea more active, one idea faster than your opponent when he is using such moves. Oh my god, somebody started cooking outside. Outside smelled so good. I try to avoid the unhealthy food, but now I'm having a one-week vacation, so it will be too much choice in front of me, so probably 1 week I will go up with the kibbles, but then it's gonna come the strict program again. Queen set castle, very good decision, trying to still keep on the pressure of each h-file, and then familiar plan is push, g5, g4, broke down the structure, so white has to forget about king set castle, otherwise it will be very hot around his king there. Something fried outside. Uh-oh, a5. I don't recommend to push the pawns in front of your king. That's not so great, but in the other case you stop before pushing, so maybe here is a load. I prefer e5, e4, push, or capture and bring the rook here. If he decides to stay in the center, I have to work then how to open the e-file against his king. So I like e5 pretty much. But a5 is also correct. Now it's time to push. There's only one way how you'd like to open h-file, and this could be really unstoppable. Almost doesn't matter what is white's doing. If bishop e2, you can try e5. And there we go. Bring the knight. The knight could come here. So now knight control too much squares around, and most of all you're ready again for pushing of g4. So much powerful move. This is the other way. You can first double, first too much pressure there, but as you see what's happened, white push first e4, and then what is the conclusion of this game? Again, you should hurry up a little bit more, try to have a faster speed. Try to be even one move faster than opponent, but this could bring you the win. So if you wait too much, if you prepare too much, like going here, I know it's funny, but I just give you an example like that. You did almost the same. Like if you prepare too much, if you'd like to go for attacking in a completely super extra preparation, like that, queen d8, queen g8, queen h7, you can even become checkmate during that time. Time is important in chess, guys. Don't forget about this. So if you don't push e5, they're gonna push e4 like happened in the game. Even here, you could try g5. Let me see now if white is having time for e4. No, he doesn't have. If now he capture, what's going on? He gonna become mated first. Hello, Mary Star. Bonjour, bonjour. How are you doing? So, time is important. You push first, otherwise they're gonna push if you don't push first. If you don't hit If you don't hit somebody, they're gonna hit you. So that's the way. That's the way. You should be a little bit more aggressive. Little bit more forcing the things. Too much waiting sometimes is not good in an opened position. Of course, maneuver, strategy, going to the better square for such a knight. This could happen only if you have time. Only if you have availability to do that. If you don't have this, then better more forcing the things. Even e5 here, white doesn't have then time for e4, so you prevent that. Uh-oh. Yeah, he said he blundered terribly here. He also blundered. I think again you can prevent that with pushing e5. ED, it's complicated game. Probably white will trade off everything, and where is your attacking then? It's over. It's over. Not so much pieces on the board, so attacking is over. When he trade off the queens, white could be happy. But of course it's much better than your blunder. He could simple fork you, and again the game is over just because he missed his initiative to make it on time. Blunder such a pawn is not my recommendation. He has to take back with the queen or with the other knight or even with the pawn, much better. Trade of the queens. I will repeat, this is favor to the white. You have powerful attacking, you spend so much time to double the rooks on the h file, so you need the queen, or you need a more forcing way, attack the knight. If knight g3 for example, then you can push g5, g4, still there is a potential mate there after such a moves. For example, you deflect the knight, and now come on, where is the space for the knight? h1, oh my god, this has to be ugly. Next step of course is going to the push, and you have a fantastic position. I like here much more black. Much more black. Okay. Almost happened the same in the game, but look at that. You play like a friend. Black is playing like a friend here. He gave me space for the knight. This is a very, very bad strategy move. Don't play like friendly chess. Play against... there is some opponent against you. You have to crush him. Knight f4, more pressure here, yeah. Then you can activate the other knight, or then you can start thinking about... still the correct way for black gonna be push g5, g4. Try to use the power of the rooks, don't make me a favor. And this is completely favor. Uh-oh, blunder that. Blunder the knight. I don't have any idea why white didn't collect these 3 pieces on the board. Probably both of them were, yeah, are still beginners. Too much blunders, yeah. It's about 30% accuracy, which is something normal for such a level of playing. One more blunder of pawn, there it is. Yeah, he took finally some bishop. Okay, this is one more blunder here. It's more than +9 evaluation for white, so he could simple take and then push and then trying to promote that pawn in this way. Or knight e6 check. He doesn't need to blunder the bishop, but black saw it, yeah! So, based on that win, probably, we did 5 against 5. Of course, we had one more important match. Okay, white blundered also the knight. Okay, then now black blundered the knight, but it's a very, very nice here. I can say that more powerful, of course, is h takes g2. So after king g1, you've become mated in 1. You don't have any more space for the king, so doesn't matter where you go, it's gonna be forced mate. So we don't fight even to promote the queen, we fight for a mate. So it was a forced mate, like discover the other rook, and then two rooks could work together. Have to be precise and stop the pawn moving, and then think about potential mate here, or just push this one. No, he will capture probably. Now we have to bring the king and so on. Maybe find a way how to capture this pawn. This could be the correct one. So, there we go. We go to the next game, guys. We go to the Borislav B. Oh no, the end game. No. This is gonna be the most exciting game. Okay, let's go to Borislav B. Oh, he didn't play so much. This game depends if the match Taborich came in the last moment. Even they couldn't find a way how to challenge each other. It was a huge fighting, but we did it. Finally, they played together. Thank you so much, guys. Doesn't matter the quality of playing. No one is born grandmaster. So, of course, you can become a title player, you can become a little bit stronger, more advanced or intermediate level player. No one is born like a grandmaster. Everyone become a grandmaster. So let's go to cover the most exciting game in the whole match. I think so, subs against Plebs. Here the sub is black. He lost the game, but he lost it in a very strange way, I can say, strange way. So d4, there we go. We have a scotch. Not sure how to say that. It seems to be gambit too, because now he sacrificed a one pawn, now he's giving another one. As usual, bishop c4, we go to the scotch gambit. As usual, knight takes d4, we go to the scotch game. What is one of the most familiar openings, by the way, for white side. What also top world players are using it. Black decided to accept. This is one of the best. The other way, what is also so much playable, is give back the pawn in that gambit. No more knight c3, what makes to the black some problems, provoke him some problems. To not going to the nature of development, but this is one of the best. The other best move could be d5, pressure immediately in the center and generate a isolated pawn on d4, and there we go, we can develop in a forced way. So d5 is one of the most powerful reaction against c3, not accepting such a pawn. What's the idea of the gambits? The idea is to develop as fast as possible and having development advantage. He continued capture, which is probably part of the opening theory here. Now both bishops are against our king, so we have to make castle as fast as possible. Bishop c5 is a little bit criminal. We have to keep probably that square to not allow e5 so early. So bishop c5 is not that great, just because e5 now, and then there is a famous tactic after deflect our knight. For example, knight e4 now is a very bad. We just take it. Knight g4 is playable, but it's a little bit risky. There is some tactics like here, keep that, kick me out, queen d5 is coming, so I don't like this so much. Also, there is some tactic like bishop takes f7, so if you accept the bishop, queen d5 4 can take back this guy, one of the best for white, famous tactic too. So allowing e5 gonna be bad for black. So he has to play bishop d6, covering that, and as fast as possible going for castle. The other way to play safety gonna be d6. Just try to prevent e5, guys. If knight is here in danger after e5, you can go to the opening catastrophic game. So now no more e5, it's easy to calculate. What about knight g5 attacking f7? we have a simple defense. So if you don't have knight h6 availability, you have to searching for a more central square how to keep and counter-attack the bishop. What about queen b3, another attacking move? Then queen d7 seems to be the most natural defense. Borislav B is playing, by the way, against Tabarich. Yeah, Tabarich was a new one in the chat. He didn't know how to challenge. e5, push. So we go up. Seems to be pawn up very well. Black was doing actually very well all his game. I like his playing. But now, instead of heavy pieces, guys, you should care about the minor pieces. So d6, protect that unprotected piece first. Develop the bishop. Improve every single minor piece. And then care about the queen and two rooks. So there is evaluation about development. First minor pieces, bishop and knights, and then heavy pieces. Push, push. Alright, white is trying some aggressive attacking. There we go. What we have to do? Kick him out, out, out. g6, kick him out. If there is a queen h6, you can bring the bishop here. Look at that. That's mean improvement of the piece. Going to the biggest diagonal, having a super great defender on g7, and having also he's also type of attacker. Why? Because he's on the biggest diagonal, pressure against the bishop. Any discover attack next. Also the queen is in a huge trouble. That's the other main question. Where is going the queen? Queen is trapped. Because we control this, so where is going the queen? Nowhere. Queen is trapped if they go up. If they go back, then we have a similar maneuver with the bishop. Bishop f8, bishop g7, I really like that. So sometimes you should stop the attacking on time. Because now rook e1, and I'm not sure how black will keep that knight. g6 now could be too late. There is a fantastic sacrifice for white, so if you accept that delicious queen, there is a potential mate here. Plenty of weak squares how white could work on, and white is also piece up in the end of this line. So very interesting positions, guys. Very interesting tactics coming from your games. I appreciate it. Okay, so rook takes e5. Yeah, was nice tactic. He didn't bring the rook. For some point, he's moving away the king. I'm not sure why exactly. And now, black. What is missing black? Discover attack. He still have a discover attack to simplify the position. Based on the mate, white cannot move away this knight around because there is a mate. So if he's accepting the knight, because black is having also pressure on g4, we can simply capture the knight and simplify. Don't forget about that you have a not 100, but how many pawns up? 3, 3, 7, 3, 4. Oh my god, 4. Just 4? So black is having 3 extra pawns right now. 3 extra pawns. So I have 3, you can step on the second rank, develop the bishop, bring the other rook, and so on. Or bishop d6 here, pressure here. 100 ways to win the game, if you simplify the position like that. Again, you have the chance to simplify like that. Take the queen, take, 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 take. Okay, you lost 1 pawn on the way, but you have still 2 extra pawns. That's more than enough to win the game. And pair of bishops too. So, they go to some endgame anyway, but this is now fork. That's why I don't like his continuation of capture the bishop with the rook. And of course the most powerful move is just simple capture with the rook, because still the queen is under pressure. And now white doesn't have time for forking me with knight d3. Now there is no fork on d3, because the queen is under attack. So after move away the queen, we move away the bishop. That's it. No more fork. You just move back. Easy win. Now become interesting. So he took a wrong decision. Instead of taking back the knight, he will continue the game again with pair of bishops, with 3 extra pawns on the board, and just exchange down. But pair of bishops and 3 extra pawns for the rook. So it's much better to take in that moment clear piece up, there we go, instead of the rook, because it's exchanged down. He took back the piece and now you're piece down for 3 pawns. Much worse. Now it's pretty equal position, because as usual any minor piece costs 3 points or 3 pawns. And in this case pawns are connected, so they could be much more advanced if he played correct. I don't like pushing of f6. If it's me, I could put the rook, for example, behind the pawns and somehow push. Or I could recommend pushing direct. Use the pass pawns, guys. Push them, and they're working together very well, because they are connected and nobody in front of them. So they're clear pass pawns. Now b4, very bad. b5, very bad. He would like to jump here, so maybe one of the way to stop that gonna be b6. Or improving the king's position after knight c5. Now you can go for the b6. Trading over everything, but pawns are still together, as he did in his game. He activated the king first and then push. Of course he could also push for c4 and then activate the king in this way too. This is gonna be great pawn storm. He pushed b5. Now the problem could be knight b5, and you don't have a regular defense of c6, like if you push you lose d5. If you stay you lose c6. Bishop d7 could be rook c1 maybe, pressure here. And now rook c8 doesn't exist so much. There is a beautiful sacrifice on c6. If you capture with the rook, just a fork. If you capture with the bishop, just a fork in this way. So now I eliminate 2 of your pawns, so it's gonna be just piece for a pawn. Much better for white, much more winning. He just jumped on c5, which is also great. And now I think he take a wrong decision. Here is the key moment in the game where white lost all his advantage, like trading off his powerful knight. What is fixing that good pawn structure? Now it's not good, I mean, pawn structure, but after he trade off his knight, he eliminated himself. He has to keep the pressure and probably activate his king to the center or something like that. He can push here, make some pressure like that. If you'd like to trade off, it has to be the rook. But black is also a little bit paralyzed. If he touch the bishop, you trade off the rooks. If he touch the rook, he's going to lose the bishop. So what he's doing, he cannot push. Nothing. And now is coming the most exciting moment. As I told you, I'd like to prefer to push direct and then easy activate my king. But this is also great because attacking this weakness. So white didn't protect it for some point. I cannot suggest why people blunder. I can just give a recommend how pawns can go together like army. Like soldiers, push, 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 going together, and they're enough, much more, 4 together. For some reason, again, he blundered. I don't know why, because this could be a forced way. Push, push, check, activate the king, push, 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 push. I don't have any idea why he didn't do that. Very easy rule here. It's not a pawn ending still. We can call this maybe bishop endgame, but also blind blunder terrible. After he won a pawn, what? He became a little bit happy for 5 seconds and then he hurry up to blunder the bishop. Oh my god. Doesn't matter where else he's going, here or here or here. Black is still a little bit better. Now, please try to create a good pawn chain against this bishop. Just to fix him. To kick him out and activate the bishop with potential push again. Pawns has to work together. So he's blundering now. Boom, 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 boom. Completely winning pawn endgame for black. He go to the correct direction. Why? Because he has a pawn majority on the king side part. 3 against 2. So the next step is generate an easy way, a pass pawn. How he did it. Excellent. Now, okay, waiting move could work too. Waiting move could work too. Now it's black's turn. What is the most natural move right now, guys? Of course, moving the king. You don't have anything else to push. So you have to move away the king. Where has to be the king? You have one pawn in front of you, one pawn up. And this pawn is a pass pawn. So king, the logic thinking is that king has to be close to the pass pawn. King has to support the pass pawn. The evaluation right now is increasing to -61 for black. -60 for black. Can you imagine? Please take care to follow the YouTube channel, and then you can see the the analysis later for some of the games if you miss it. So of course king f5 is the most natural way how you kick actually the white king out from the third rank. There we go. There are just 3 squares. You go to eat the next pawn, and of course after that please play simple chess. Go back to keep that, not forward. This is gonna be the easiest way to win the game. Go up, go up, go up, go up, go up, doesn't matter. And now is the only one moment where you have to spend a little time, like not more than 5 seconds, to not going to the stalemate picture, something like check and here, for example. Please don't do that. Even if you choose to play that, the game is not over. You have still chance to win the game, like outflanking and making a free road for your pawn and transfer it to the queen. The other correct decision could be f2. If king is going here, you have the chance to promote this one. And if he's going to the corner, of course, you can simple mate him with this pawn. So I prefer first to push f pawn, it's much more powerful. But what a decision take our sub here. He take a decision to leave his pawn, and from -60 we go to +11 for white. And here I will start drinking and eating something, I think so. And I receive a headache after such a move. Next, of course, white is faster because they promote at the same diagonal, guys. So just white is faster, that's it. Nothing to calculate here. White is much more faster. 2 moves faster, not only 1, because pawn is still not here. Okay, I go to the next game. This was just simple playing, simple keeping the pieces, too much blunders. That's something usual for that level. We have 2 more games. Harry, I think Harry Longbach game against the Aditya was fast game too. Harry, so long nickname. Longabaug. Which number? Without R. That's it. Oh, it's with dash, not underscore. Oh, maybe it's with underscore. Oh yeah, I write it wrong here in the table. Okay. Harry Longebach against Aditya. Third. We have to go for advanced settings here. The game is not in front of me. Let's go. Harry won the game. So, not sure. Yeah, so he won. Searching for the game on 3rd of September. Search, no. Then go to the 3rd. Here we go. 3rd September. Aditya, where is Aditya? Agent, Alexander Kostyuk. Oh, he won against Alexander Kostyuk too. Oh yeah, they did a match. How many wins he has? 1, 2, 3, 4. This was G4 H4 player, yeah? Okay. Where is Aditya? Aditya game. Ah, there we go. Okay. 97.7 is doing Harry. Oh my god. So Harry here was a white color. There we go. Please guys, take care to follow the channel and look at some of the games in the YouTube channel later. There are 10 games what I'm analyzing today. There are 2 more and I'm going to finish with the match subs against Plebs. I think could be useful to you. First play, then you have your personal time to analyze the games, and then you have my opinion, not only engine evaluation or analyzing just moves. You have my opinion about the games, about the weakness, about the factors in chess and so on. So this game is not that long. I think it's about 30 moves. Harry's having 1128 in that moment and Aditya is having 1016. So let's go. We have a Karakan on the board with c6 move. Harry is choosing to go for attack Panov variation. Attack Panov variation, okay. Knight c6, I think it's still theory here. Yeah, knight c6, knight f6, there are different lines for white and for black too. He chooses to capture. One of the best could be just waiting, like knight f3 with bishop g5 system. Okay, the other way could be just bishop d3, continuation. Okay, he chose to take. Also not that bad, but making his isolated pawn too early, I think. So there is a variation also with c5, what is interesting later. Bishop c4. Bishop c4. Instead of bishop c4, I think knight f3 is the most natural move here. And then also bishop e5 seems to be a little bit more aggressive, followed by queen f4. He can bet on this pin and trying to win faster. Especially against weaker opponent, I think bishop e5 is the best strategy of white. This could be much more powerful. Bishop c4 makes no sense because after e6 this is a solid structure. But okay, he locked up the bishop for the other hand, so could be great too. h6, wasting of time. Black could simply go for bishop e7 and castle. I don't see a problem of that. Okay. Bishop d2. White could go also to e4, or white could go for queen d3 and bishop c2, bishop b3, bishop c2, attacking on the king side part. I like much more that plan, and follow by a3. So if he decides to capture anyway, you take back with the pawn. So queen is anyway good place here, and the bishop on d2 is not good place here. That's why I like to keep the bishop to come here maybe later after knight moves away. So I'd like to hurry up with that attacking. It's also faster, much faster than in the game. Bishop e7. Black is still having time to come and defending this diagonal and bring the knight back for sure. And continue the game playing against the isolated pawn. So black need a defender, guys. So he has to come back much better than giving up the bishop for such a knight. Also, white doesn't have any more isolated pawns, so he connect the knights with optional bishop b3, bishop c2, or bishop a2, bishop b1, going to the biggest diagonal, working on that weakness. So Harry is coordinating the pieces, of course, into the one of the best way, like a Lapin pawn structure. This position is very close to a Lapin too. e4, c5, c3, a Lapin. Bye bye, Alsonic. Thank you so much for being today with us. See you soon on 17 in the night. I have a 1 week vacation. Enjoy with other chess streamers. And I will be back, don't worry. Okay, so knight e5, f5. Yeah, f5 is a good defense. Now, yeah, queen e2 is a good option. Queen f6. So they go to the central outpost. What is the other way? Maybe white can try to make some problems on the queen side too. So open up your eyes. If there is no mate in the one on the right side of the board, you should looking for also in the center and left side of the board too. Right now what I see it's not well protected is his queen side part, so white can try to work on here. Push a4, bring the rook here, knight is not protected, bishop is still not developed, also this rook is still not protected, so the things what I'm seeing are left and right. He trade off. Okay, this is the other way. Put as much as more pressure on that weakness. e6, backward weak pawn. Working on that pin. So after white is already bringing the second rook, these two things are hanging so hard to cover these two things. So you try to capture the knight based on the pin. So, seems to be the only one defense of black here, and continue with playable position could be knight e7. Now there is some sacrifice with d5 too. It's not a real sacrifice, but the problem gonna be counter-attack against your weak bishop too. Black cannot accept because losing the knight, cannot accept because one more time losing the knight, but he can simply come here. And now it's a complicated position, c4 and so on. But d5 seems to be crushing. You can also still keep that bishop takes because it's still hanging all this way. So by the way, knight e7 is not saving up the position, but it's much better than a5. a5, two question marks. So white 2 because losing the rook, that's it. Losing the knight and then the bishop. So it's pair of bishops extra on the board, so we can go faster than to the end. He also lose the rook. I go to the final game of the JJ. Final game in the match. Maybe it's pretty long match. We have to do it maybe 5-5. If you come to the Discord, we can organize easier, and let me know if other streamer wish to play against us on 17. We have a 1 week preparation One weak communication in Discord. I will be more active there. Because of the vacation. So we can organize and provoke somebody to play against us. I think we have enough subs right now for the match, I mean, to play against somebody else. So we can go to the GG game, the final game. GG, let's go. GG was an account, GG 1988. GG 1988, my born year, by the way. GG lost the game against MC David. MC David. He also played too much, so I have to go to advanced settings. Find him here. Final result, he lost. Third. There we go. Alright, so he lost from MC David. That day he just played 2 games. Okay. Which color he is? Let me check. He was here black. Okay, so we have to flip the board to support GG. So, let's go. D4, E6. Seems to be he choose something like Queen's Gambit declined or Nimzowitsch, depends of white next. Bishop B4, pin the knight. It's a little bit strange. White didn't push C4 and then knight C3. White going to the calling system or something like that, or classical Nimzo. So he closed the bishop pretty early. Very bad system, very bad opening move, and also he played knight c3, b4, c4, very strange to me too. As usual, they're going for early knight c3 because they would like to play e4, not e3. So these 2 moves are fighting each other, in my opinion. Bishop b4 seems to be good. c5, activity in the center. Bishop is doing here nothing. He doesn't have a job on b5. No pressure, no pin. He just helped me to improve my pawn structure on the queen side next. Right now he could try such an easy tactic move like queen b6, pressure here. I said pressure on b5 just because I tried to eliminate the defender and then take the bishop. So queen b6 in my opinion is a very good move. Develop a new piece. If you say A, you should say B. A, B. Kick him out completely from here and ready to control the biggest diagonal on the board and make pressure on G2. Okay, he's doing well with black. Save up the bishop. Now this E5, pressure in the center, push very well. Push very well, trap the bishop, the game is over. Black is winning completely. So let's see how he's losing the game. Extra piece on the board. Next step should be realize that advantage. Now we can start thinking, guys, against the same tactic on the board. What I really appreciated. So check, if king g1, we bring the queen, and now the question is there any defense of white? If white doesn't have a knight f3, the next defense what you should care about is if he can cover that square. If bishop f4 exists. What I see, yes, it exists and it's enough defense of h2. So probably this sacrifice doesn't work. You should calculate very well before every single sacrifice. So here the simplest continuation should be just move away the knight, as he did it. Perfect. Extra piece on the board, so you don't need to take it back. Simplify, perfect. Next you can develop the queen, like queen b6. Pressure here. Next you could develop the bishop. Doesn't matter of that pawn, your extra piece. Just go faster with development. take immediately here, or push here and bring the queen here or here again. Will be fantastic pressure against white. One more time, I'm not sure still how he lost the game, probably. Oh, now there is a e5, what I don't like, pressure here, and we can lose even f7, that's not so great. Oh no! Oh no, 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 no. Oh, this is good, wait a second. Okay, why he didn't continue capture? Oh man, this was so much winning. You just go to the second rank and kill him. Oh, rook g3, triple attack, there we go. One more time, use the power most of all about your queen, guys. If position is completely opened, you should use the power of your queen. More active square for the queen, of course, it's not c8. The other alternative move could be queen e7, going here, or of course check. If you have a check and develop in a force-way, just do it. You could take now the rook. You can now also develop 100 ways to win the game, in the simplest way. Now he makes his back rank pretty weak, so you have a check. I believe check is one of the best too. If you have to play king f2, then the situation is not that brilliant to you. But of course he won a rook. Wait, still I cannot imagine how he lost the game. Oh, that hurts. That hurts, rook c1. Oh no. Oh no. So instead of continue collecting pieces like queen takes c3, he chose to save up the rook. That's not so great, guys. That's not so great. Simple take the knight and black was completely winning. He is still completely winning. Maybe I just suggest that he lost on time, otherwise he is extra piece. There is no explanation to me here. He tried to take the knight, but not at all, because I still keep it. It's a very, very strange game, so probably black here lost on time. He could continue, of course, collecting pieces as much as possible. Just take here, then make a little window for the king. This we call it window g6 or h6. And for me, the game is completely winning for black. Clear piece up plus extra pawn on the board. So I'm not sure, yeah, why really he lost the game like that. Okay, so I really wish to see you soon with better connection and so on. After 1 week, let's keep in touch, guys. Let's keep in touch in Discord, and hope so you can contact with me out of the stream. I will be glad if we've been together on 17 Wednesday night. I'm gonna announce that in Discord. Thank you so much for attention today. See you. Bye bye.